Hi, I'm Colin Westerman with Colin Westerman Golf Fitness here in beautiful Vancouver, BC. I'm a Titleist Performance Institute Level 2 Certified Fitness Specialist, and this is our 15-minute stretching routine for golf program. We also have 20-minute workouts for golf if you want to get the heart rate up and get you moving. We have workouts for strength, we have power, we have rotational power. Search for those on YouTube, 20-minute workouts for golf. If you've done this before, welcome back. Just go to the 1 minute and 30-second mark on this video, and you can start your stretching program. So this is a 15-minute routine for golf. It's also for everyday life because flexibility is so important to help you feel better, and have your joints stacked, and reduce your risk of injury. A few things about this. First of all, make sure you've done a little bit of a warm-up before you do this. You don't want to stretch cold muscles. They don't stretch very well, and you could increase your risk of injury. Second, this is not a contest to see how far you can stretch, okay? If you're grimacing during these stretches and it's painful, you've gone too far. Their muscles are not actually going to stretch if you make them go too hard. These stretches should be comfortable all the time. You'll hear me say that all the time. Comfortable stretches. Thirdly, just breathe deeply during the stretches. You'll feel that tension relax. You'll breathe into it, and it'll really help the stretching routine. So definitely follow along with this. Breathe deeply, enjoy the routine, and hopefully you get a good stretch out. Enjoy the workout. All right, guys, great job. You made it. You had a good workout. This is the 15-minute stretching program for golf. We're going to stretch it out after that great workout, or if you haven't done the workout and you're just all warmed up and you want to get a great stretching program, this is the one for you. So we'll get started. What we're going to do is we're going to do the half kneeling lunge for the hip flexor. You're going to get into this position, and you're going to tuck under. You want to make sure your knee, your hip, and your shoulder are in a straight line. You're going to feel this right down the leg. So a lot of people, when they think about doing the hip flexor, they think they got to stretch too far forward. But I want you to make sure everything stays in a straight line, and you tuck your pelvis underneath you to really feel it. A lot of people, it's in the leg. So as with all these stretches, you got to go nice and light, nice and gentle. They should be really, really comfortable. You should be able to hold a stretch all day. It shouldn't be a grimace on your face. It should be a smile and a moment of relaxation. You've earned it, okay? So deep breathe. Tuck under, feel this down. This is for the hip flexor. Good, we're going to switch sides. So we're doing each stretch for 45 seconds, and then you just get a 15-second transition, okay? And what you want to do is you want to tuck that pelvis underneath you again, 90 degrees at the knee, and we're just going to hold it nice and tall. So breathing, tucking, feeling it down this leg here, all right? Really feel if you can relax. You want to get those shoulders back. Close your eyes. You might be a little bit tired, especially if you've done any of the workouts. Any of the workouts that we do are all very difficult. So level 1, level 2, if you haven't done them before, I suggest you check them out. Workouts, 20-minute workouts for golf. But for now, we're just stretching. 15 seconds left. Breathe into that. Remember, your hip, your knee, your shoulder, all in a straight line, feeling us down the leg. Breathe in. We got 4 seconds. Nice. I'm going to just get you to switch right back to the other side. This time we're going to give it a little bit more through the adductor, the hamstring of this side. You'll also get some hip flexor, but we're going to get here as well. I have a yoga block in case you're feeling that you need it. You can put the yoga block down. We're going to put both hands on the side, and we're just going to stretch it out. Walk that back knee back, and just put all your weight on the front, okay? Now you're going to be feeling this a lot more through that front leg in this position. You'll also be feeling the back, the back leg as well, okay? If you need the yoga block, go for it. If not, you can go right to the floor, okay? I've actually seen some people get super, super low, down to their elbows, but not today. So let's just breathe into that, 45 seconds. Just feel that stretch, feel that right side release. Breathe into it. 4, 3, 2, and good. We're going to switch to the other side. All right, bring it forward. Okay, 90 degrees at that front knee. All right, hands down towards the inside of the leg, and breathe. If you need the yoga block, take it. And we're off. 45 seconds. Just deep breathing. Nice, gentle, comfortable stretch. It should not hurt. It should feel just so nice that you could hold it all day. Stretching, I think a lot of people don't do it, is because they feel they have to stretch to the extremes where they're in pain, because it's a natural thought to think that, oh, okay, the harder I stretch, the more it's going to work. But actually, the harder you stretch, the less it works, because your muscles are fighting you. So you just want to have a nice, comfortable stretch. Breathe into it. We got about 4, 3, 2, breathe it out. Well done. Okay. So now we're going to do what I call hip rollers, side-to-side hip rollers. What you're going to do is you get onto all fours, hands below your shoulders, knees below your feet, and we're just going to move the hips side to side. So, looks like this. Just from here, just side to side, side to side. Just gentle stretch, feeling it through that outer hip, rotating through. Just feel that nice stretch. Just an internal movement, stretching the outside of the hip. Side to side hip rollers, good. Nice and gentle. This is more of a dynamic stretch, but I just find it's a really nice one to open up the outside of your hips. They get quite tight. You know, when you rotate through in a swing, you need to get into this type of rotation for your hips, and this really helps loosen it up. 3 seconds. Awesome. Okay, so now we get a little bit of tough one. It's called the 90-90 hip stretch. You can use the yoga block if you need to, if you feel you're quite tight. You're going to get to 90 degrees through the hip and knee, and you want this back leg 90 degrees as well. Nice straight line all the way down to your knee, okay? If you need some assistance, you can put the yoga block there, all right? But we're just getting into this pose, and we're going to stand nice and tall. Where I want you to feel the stretch is through that bottom hip. If you don't quite feel it through the bottom hip, you can lean forward into it. And now I really feel it right in this hip right here, okay? Breathe into it, trying to stay tall. You're getting a nice little stretch again through the front of the back hip. So this hip here is getting stretched out as well. Try to keep nice and solid through there. But more than anything, I want you to feel the back of this hip stretching out, okay? Breathe. Nice. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to switch to the other side. Excellent. Just flip around. Again, if you need to. Okay, you can put the yoga block underneath this hip. If it feels like it's stretching too much, the yoga block can go there. All right. So we got 90 degrees, and we're off. Hold that. On a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being no stretch, 10 is the muscle ripping off the bone. You're stretching it so hard. Your stretching should be at about a 4. A 4 out of 10 is a perfect intensity. It allows the muscle to relax. It allows things to let go, and you're not doing too much of an intense stretch so that you'll actually get the benefits. So this should be feeling so good that you're going to be disappointed to have to get out of it. That's how much stretching. Stretching is such an important part of everyday life. But golf, amazing. It's going to increase your swing efficiency so much better when you're flexible. Good. Done. Okay. Breathe into it here. Now we're going to do the yoga pose. You've probably seen it many times. It's the downward dog. Tight calf muscles, if you can believe it, are one of the main detriments to a poor swing. Tight calf muscles. Who would have thought it? Hands on the ground. Okay. You're going to come on up. It's a downward dog position. All right. I want your knees bent, back is nice and straight. Okay, trying to drop down, lengthen out your back, and I want you to just gently try to push those heels to the floor. All right, this is my main detriment right here, are my really tight calf muscles. Okay, I learned in the TPI course that a lot of your one of the front squat tests that we do, a lot of people can't do it because they have really tight calf muscles, such as myself. Good. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2. Excellent. Okay. Breathe it out. How are we doing? You falling asleep yet? Next thing we're going to do our thoracic spine stretch. All right. If you need to, you can put the yoga block right here. You can sit on this. What this does, it locks your hips in place so that all this rotation is going to be coming from your upper back. So we're just going to reach back and to the start. One side only. Open it up. Keep that other hand right where it is and try to just rotate that other chest back, okay? One side. Beauty. If you take the yoga block away, now when I do it, I actually feel a stretch through my quads as well. I like to tuck my toes underneath me like that, just coming out of that last stretch. It's nice to still keep them bent. Good. And you see how that upper back is rotating through? Lower back staying nice and still. Thoracic spine. Okay. And last one. Good. Then we're going to switch. Going to do the other side now. All right. So just shake out your toes. You can put them this way if you want, whichever way works for you. All right. We'll go to the other side. Nice and tall. Hand. And we're off. Rotate through. Now, if you look at, we'll just do this for demonstration's sake. If you look at a golf swing, if you get into this position, that's the top of your backswing. 90 degrees is back there. Boom, boom, right? So that's why thoracic rotation is extremely important if you really want to have a nice, efficient backswing. You're really getting that hand into that nice position, okay? Breathing it out. You guys are looking good here. It's such a great thing to do after a workout. Again, don't neglect the flexibility. It's not just about burning calories. Good, done. Very nice. We're going to get you to a standing position now, okay? This is a deadlift hamstring stretch. I've got a golf club here you can grab. I'll show you a couple of things. What we're going to do is from this position here, you're going to do a deadlift position type hamstring stretch. Stick your hips back, keep the back nice and straight. Okay, a couple times to prime it, and then we're just going to hold, okay? And once you get into this back position, then just let the back sag down, okay? So we're stretching out the hamstrings and the low back, okay? Just getting everything stretched out. If you have tight hamstrings, it's really, really hard to get into a proper golf posture. So we'll start here, stretch them out a little bit, and then just let it fall down. Just breathe into that, get the back as well. Okay, if you just want to isolate the hamstrings, what you can do is just stick the butt out and keep the back nice and flat. Now I really feel the back of my legs working. Just sort of hold that nice stretch through there. Okay, good, done with that. Next one we're going to work on the internal rotation of the hips, right? Really help that follow through position. You need a good range of motion in the internal rotation part of your hips. Okay, it's called stork turns. What you're going to do is you're going to hold on to the golf club for balance, and you're just going to turn to one side. We'll just do one side at a time. Standing stork turns, all right? This is more of a dynamic exercise, a dynamic stretch, meaning you're taking the muscle through the range of motion instead of just holding the range of motion. So now we're stretching out this hip, the one that I'm standing on. Good. Both hands stay forward, chest stays forward. Really good to work on that internal rotation of the plant. Really great for your follow through. Again, if you don't have good internal rotation through that hip, you can't get all the way back in the swing in both directions. Good, let's switch to the other side, okay? So again, that's a great one because it works through on that follow through to get to the full finish. Also on the backswing, if you don't have rotation, you can't get it. So let's work on my backswing side if you're ready. Okay, standing torque turns the other way. Rotate. Nice. Using the balance for the golf club. Nice dynamic stretch. Hips are the key. If you're flexible through the hip joint, so many muscles attached to the hip that if you can get them all stretched out, you're going to find you have a much better chance of getting in proper positions of the golf swing. That's the tough part. If your body doesn't let you get there, you're never going to get there, no matter how much you practice. All right, and then you make compensations in your swing. Good, we got 2 seconds. Nice. Okay, we're going to get you back on the ground now. Finish with the stork turns. We're going to get you into your low back. This is a great one. This is a classic golf stretch. So you're really going to like this one. So we're going to get you here, lying on your low back, knees 90 degrees in front of you,
And we're just going to let it roll out to the side here. Just make sure your knees stay lined up. Make sure you keep breathing. This is a classic stretch. This is a nice one to finish it off. Great for your low back. Breathe into it, upper back as well. You guys are probably feeling pretty relaxed right about now. Just breathing it out. This is such a great way to finish a workout. I'm just so surprised that not as many people stretch as probably should stretch. Good, we're 7 seconds away. Breathe in, and we'll just switch to the other side. All right, done. Let's flip it over. Last one. Okay, we'll slide over here. Okay, knees are parallel. Okay, you can support your, put your hand on top of the knees to keep them together. And we're just going to breathe it out and rotate and breathe. Just let gravity do the work. You're also getting a nice stretch through this chest as well. So just let the gravity do the work. Breathing it out. Great way to work out. So flexibility, as I always say, is just as important as strength when it comes to a golf swing. So all these exercises are going to help you get the muscles back to their resting length. They're going to get you beyond your resting length. You can't stretch enough, generally speaking. So, you know, a good idea, like I said, get well warmed up. You know, do your stretches. Okay, we'll come out of that. You can do this every day. You know, hold them for 45 seconds. You know, you're going to get a great benefit out of it. So that's the 15-minute stretching routine. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, do it every day. You benefit for sure. Just make sure your muscles are warm, and you're going to find you're going to feel better, and you're going to start to swing better as well. So best of luck. Keep it in the short grass, and we'll talk to you soon.